Hi, I'm Hannah, and in this video we're going to be doing a simple science experiment to make a rainbow in a jar. This is going to be made possible because of the density of the liquids causing them to not mix. The materials that you'll need for this experiment is one beaker or jar to put your mixture in. You'll also be needing 4 or 5 mixing beakers or bowls. I'm using beakers because I'm in a science lab, but if you're at home, bowls are fine. You're also going to be needing 1 measuring beaker or cup, food coloring to make it into a rainbow, and then you're going to be needing corn syrup, blue dishwashing soap, water, which isn't there right now, olive oil. I use sunflower oil, but either works. Alcohol, rubbing alcohol, and then you're ready to begin. First thing that you're going to do is take your corn syrup, your red food coloring, and your blue food coloring, and one of your mixing beakers. Pour about 25 milliliters of corn syrup into your beaker, or if you're using a bigger jar, which is totally fine, about a fifth of the size of the jar. You're going to pour it in, and then you're going to put on your red and blue. The reason why this is at the bottom is because corn syrup has a density of about 1.4 grams in a milliliter, making it the thickest of the things that we're going to use. Now, you only want about 1 drop, maybe 2 drops, depending on how deep, but I think that 1 drop of red and 1 drop of blue is enough to make a purple. Once you've mixed it in, it should look like this, and that's your purple. So you can place that off to the side, and then you're going to get your water, 1 more mixing beaker, and green food coloring, and start mixing to make your green. Water has a density of about 1 gram per milliliter. This is why it's in the middle. Everything below it has a thicker density, and everything above it has a thinner one. Once you have your green water, it should look something like this. So then you're going to put that off to the side and get your olive oil and another one of your beakers. Pour that in so that it will make yellow. That doesn't require any food coloring. You're also going to get your blue dish soap and another one of your beakers. Pour that in. Also doesn't require any food coloring. Finally, you're going to get your rubbing alcohol for red and your beaker. Mix it in with some red food coloring to make red. So you now have all your colors. You have your purple, red, yellow, green, and blue. Next, you're going to get your little beaker or jar or whatever it is, the jar that you're going to have your final product in, and then you're going to start pouring in your purple. Starting with your purple, you're going to pour all the things into the jar. Make sure you do this slowly. I made that mistake. You don't have to. But anyways, yeah. So the scientific reason for why these liquids don't mix is because of the rules of density. Corn syrup has a density of about 1.4 kilograms a liter, or 1.4 grams a milliliter. This causes it to always sink to the bottom. The dish soap also has quite a heavy density, but not as much as the corn syrup. So it sits above, but it doesn't sink into it, but it also doesn't rise up. So then we have the water, which has a density of about 1 gram a liter, or gram a milliliter. And that sticks in the middle because it doesn't sink down, it doesn't get up. You get the idea. Then it's yellow. Yellow is the olive oil. It isn't as dense as water, but it's denser than alcohol, which is the last. And in case you didn't know, density is a measure of how much of something is within a measurement. So for example, a cubic centimeter. It's not how much space it takes up, but it's how much stuff goes inside each one of those things. I hope that explanation helped you understand. I'm now going to pour in the red. Now, my experiment didn't work quite as well as it should have because I poured in the liquids too fast, but I hope that yours works out better. Anyways, that's the final product. It looks pretty cool. To summarize what we've learned today, we learned about how the properties of density causes some liquids to sink and some to float. This is shown in real-world applications. For example, when there's an oil spill, the oil floats and the water sinks. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!